I feel like I was just cut off on like one of those cell phone calls, but
You were.
Z tells me it was a battery challenge. In any event, so we're going to continue with our Midnight Blue MOP collection, and you should just look at the insides. Now I just have to just talk a little bit about quality. You know, expectation is so important, and we try to give you some knowledge in what we're doing here. We really are working hard to just produce product that any of us would want to take home and love and enjoy. And so you look at the workmanship on this piece, the wood here, and the way it's put together, the coloring, the way it shines. This is a set of 2 boxes, and then I'm just going to come around. Here we have our set of frames, including a 4x6 and a 5x7. Okay, the backs are all done in a matte material. Again, they go horizontally or vertically. You see the profile, the detail on the profile. It's all there with the mother of pearl there as well. So we have the frames, and then we have our set of 3 trays. Now, these are all proven in the white, in the natural MOP. So we just did them in a color that is really in vogue and used in lots of home. And here you have the back. Each tray has 4 of these little cushions so that when they sit on the counter, they'll stand. In other words, they won't slide much, and also they won't damage the table. Okay, so some people are sensitive to that. It certainly makes a great tray just to have out on a cocktail table and to put a variety of things on, and good for decor. So those are our blue collection. We even have more later on, but now we're going to move into a little lighter blue. This is our turquoise, and you can see that these are also old pieces. And Z, can you get all of this look here? Look how dirty. I mean, this is actually stuck to the glaze. I can't even get that off. Oh, here some of it comes off. It's great. It's meant to look like you just pulled it out. Actually, in there, is there something? You just pulled it out. You just were on a dig, an architectural dig, and you found these 3 ladies. Okay, I think they're ladies, are they? Actually, they're Buddha heads, so they're not quite ladies. You don't call Buddhas ladies. You just call them ancestral figures that we feel are important. Okay, and so this set of 3 makes a fantastic statement in home decor. And very simple, doesn't mean a lot around it. It just is a simple statement that you walked into the home, you knew that this family respected culture, had a worldly view on things, and I think that's what's so important. I don't remember what period these are. When I have a chance, maybe over the holiday, I'll try to look that and get that to you so you have a sense of what period in China's history, what dynasty these could be from. We're going to move next to another great piece of art, which are the UTLs of Portofino. Okay, and what we really just love is the ability for these craftsmen to layer in the mosaic. This is all bone. Okay, it's bone on top of an MDF wood material. Okay, and the real skill here is piecing all these things together. It's 100 times worse than a puzzle that you may do over the holiday or with your families. I mean, you have to make sure each piece matches and works well together, and then you have to have a sense of color and design, because you want to make sure that you maintain the integrity of the color palette that we've selected here. So you have a set of 2 boxes. Hopefully you can see the size Z here. And did I show everyone the size of these? So you just see, okay, what it looks like here. Okay, I guess they were almost life size, weren't they? In any event, those are the Buddha heads, and here you have the smaller of the set of 2 boxes, and there's the bottom on these boxes here, and they're just beautiful pieces of art. Anytime I see something like this in our warehouse sale, which we just had, I kind of like, and look at the value that we're giving. We give great prices. If you haven't been, or you know someone that's in the area, come to one of our warehouse sales. We're almost giving this stuff away. Anyway, when I see this out there, they're just such beautiful pieces. So you also have our picture frames that match so beautifully with that. Okay, and these frames we're doing it as, again, as an assortment set where you get one of each size. The side, this is actual shisham wood. It's one of the more expensive woods. And then on the back, what we do is we treat the MDF, which is what the easels and backs are, and we make it look like real wood. We add this grain and this painting effect through it. So it ends up feeling like a great quality frame, which it is, okay, on this set of 3. Right in front of you is a glass vase. You know, we have always had a great admiration for glass blowing and the skills that are done. This is the smaller of the 2. I don't have the larger one here today, but just look at the different things that are happening here on this one piece of glass. First of all, you have a gradation of color, clear with turquoise, so you could see that kind of inside. The 2 different colors, but then the treatment goes into it. First of all, we crackle the glass by use of temperature during the annealing process, and we create this wonderful crackle right in the glass. Then we add also this frosting. This is a sandblast also done by hand, so you see each one is going to have a different area where it's been sandblasted. And this whole look together combined is really something special. And at the price points we're giving, it's just amazing. I'm sorry?
Is that painted or?
No, this is real. This is real glass. Okay, so the colors are true. So they will vary, in them. So look at the great effect it has when the light, shines through that. And again, that's the smaller of the 2 pieces. Also, in terms of glass, we love this design, which is really comes back to Egyptian. It reminds me of Egyptian glass, one of the first glass that was been around, okay, for many centuries. And having this elongated bottle was carried off from Egypt into the Roman early Etruscan glass. And what we loved about this is not only the color, but also this little tiny top. Now, someone said, "Will it hold a flower?" They're really not meant to hold flowers. Yes, if you can put a flower in that hole, it will hold the flower, and it certainly holds water. But these are really meant as art pieces, like art glass. The bubbles will vary, but I love it when they're just so overloaded with that. Hopefully, Z, you're able to get in there. I'm going to hold one of the pieces up so you have a feeling. This is the tallest piece that's in the collection right here, and so you get a feeling of the size that we have here in this collection. So this is a set of 3. We could do it in any color that we choose. And so we're doing this with the turquoise. You should just note the clear bottom. Some people may not recognize or realize that the blue is on the inside. So we blow that color on the inside. So we start with a clear piece of glass, and that's why you'll end up with a variety of clear glass on the bottom. When they blow this, it's actually blown in this direction. Okay, and then they break it off and work with it here. So that's a beautiful piece. Why don't we go to the box in front? Okay, we have our Sumanagashi collection, and this is done actually, this is an old art. Now this is actually a piece of art that we acquired, and we printed it so that it would appear on this glass. But the idea of is Japanese in nature, where they pour the paint and then they used water to create the art. So it's the motion of the water and the paint as opposed to a paintbrush. And it's how the artist kind of drops the paint onto the paper, and so it ends up being an absolute beautiful dream piece. Okay, now these boxes are gorgeous. They have a velvet inside. I love this item, because the beauty of the box. It has 4 little things, so again, it won't harm the table. Now these are all crafted with pieces of glass. They're beveled glass. Each one has the bevel around it, and then they're pieced together. So you may see some, you're going to see some spaces possibly, like this one here, that just is natural, for the material we use. The back obviously needs some space because it has to open. So the back will have a black line, which is the lining for the box. I'm really hoping for great success on this because if this is a success story, there's so much we can do in terms of pattern on boxes. We could put malachite, we can print lots of different things on this. So I guess the first question is, can we get excited about the sumonagashi? It is a trend that we've seen in the art market. To match that, we did some frames. The frames are done in bone. Okay, and so what you have here, and you can see the backs. The backs probably should have that same effect on it. So we have to check. Some things, these may have been the first sample, so I'll check to be sure that it has that nice effect on it. However, look at the side lining here, done in the natural bone, so that you really see that it has the bone. And then here's the effect of the paint dripping. And so this is a new process even for the craftsmen that were working, with our bone collection.
And those will all vary. There won't be
Yes.
any that will be the same.
The box I just showed you is printed paper, but these are the actual manufacturing or crafting process of the sumonagashi Japanese artwork. And this is a real great segue into the chagrin collection that we're showing you in the book. And we have always been in love with this chagrin material. It really is a prized, possession. It's if you own a piece of original chagrin, the stingray from the shark, it's the skin. It really is something special. They're very expensive, and often they're dyed. Okay, dyed into a variety of colors. So for us to be able to reproduce that, really where it looks like the real thing, we think is wonderful. We picked here colors that were great for spring. Certainly so many bathrooms are done this way. This here is a set of 2 boxes, okay? And so here you see the set of 2, and you can imagine this in any bathroom, any bedroom. They're all lined with the velvet here. They have very simple, beautiful bottoms to it. So these, and they're really well priced, I think. So here you have 3 different colorings. We have the salmon, we have the blue, and then we have the French blue, and then we have the seafoam green. Okay, and we're doing them as the boxes here, and you buy them assorted. Okay, and we also are selling the frames in the back. Can you get those, Z? Okay, we have the 5x7 frame, 4x6 frame. Okay, and this is done again. I love the profile on this. This is a rounded edge here, and it goes right into a rounded inside. The quality on these frames is beautiful. The backs are all done beautifully with the velvet. Really great workmanship. This has a glass, inside border, to protect the photo, and they're really beautiful. And again, they also stand horizontally or vertically. Okay, so the frames and the boxes we're selling assorted. Okay, and then the trays we did differently, knowing that some people may not like the assortment, some people may just want color. So we said, okay, so on these, we're going to sell it. Each one, you can buy the trays individually, or you can buy the assortment, which is this tray only comes in this color, this tray only comes in this color, and the brown one only comes in that color. So can you see the approximate size? Are you able to see this tray? It's a great tray to have out in the bedroom. You can take the larger sizes, use them as a bar tray. The largest, use it on a cocktail, in a living room, on a table. So that's one shape. I love all the shape trays that we're doing. They're all unique, and I think that's the idea that we're trying to bring to you. Really, things that aren't out there. I mean, these are very interesting, beautiful design shaped.
I don't know if you mentioned, I may have missed it, but what is the chagrin draped over? What type of a
this
base?
is an MDF material, and I might also just add that this salmon color is Sherwin-Williams Color of the Year in 2015. So we have we don't do colors and things very casually. We do research them and make sure that we are right on target with the trend. So you should mention that to your customers, that this is the up-and-coming color. And then there's your safe French blue that's been around for centuries and in the chagrin. So we are really loving this look. Again, they're all lined on the bottom with the velvet. And then the last item in the grouping is our jewelry box here. This is also lined with the gray velvet. It's just really so neutral and so beautiful. Here you can see it will have the hinges exposed on the back. Okay, there you have the velvet bottom on it and a nice dome shaped box. So we're excited. This again comes in the two colors there, in the French blue and the salmon. Then we have some larger pieces. Right here, our cross bench. Okay, we're taking a classic item that we've run for a long time, and it has a nice, probably 4-inch cushion on the top, the cross bottom here, the cross structure. It's a classic design, great for the end of a bed or to pull out in a living room. If you just put this underneath the table and pull it out when you need, or put it next to something to throw papers on, or magazines, or put one of these trays just to hold your drink and croissant and coffee in the morning. Don't we all wish? So that is one of our new furniture pieces. Then we have, I'm just going to go back here again, a set of tables. Okay, and so what we really love is the design of this table. Again, they're really solid. They're strong pieces. They come nested, so even next to a bed, you can see both of these. If they were sitting next to a bed, you push it in, you pull it out when you need it. They're on MDF. Okay, so you can see the construction here. It has the bottom so that it protects the floor and also the table. It just is a natural unfinished base there. And then there you go here, and what a great grouping. And then the final grouping here, the final item. Now, we don't have the mirror in this. It broke on the way getting here today, but you can see the shape very clearly now when you have the mirror. These are backed very simply. Okay, they just have the hook on top to hang it.
This is about 28, 30 inches or so?
This is probably around 28 or 30 inches. And so there you have a beautiful wall mirror that has a great contemporary look to the shape. And so this is our new color palette that we really feel strongly about. Now, some of you that have been out selling it, we've heard things that people are not ready for this yet. This coloring, we're telling you that this is the trend. It's pastels, and we've hit right on the colors. And I just think it's funny that we're not the only ones who have recognized this being the color palette. So you're going to see, we tried to mix it up and make these colors available in the way that you may want, or your customers may want. And I think what we're looking for is for you guys just to get back to us, and are you happy the way we mix this up? Some assorted, some solid pack, and hopefully that works for you. We're going to take a break and be back in a little bit.